You're listening to NYCC Me, a podcast on all things diversity and inclusion.
It's a very exciting week for us this week because it is Volunteers Week. I'm really hoping it's going to be a spectacular Volunteers Week. We do appreciate everything that they do, and it's amazing to hear, obviously, the range that we do offer of volunteers and how amazing their work is and how impactful it is on the wider community.
I think the main benefit for our volunteers is that it gets them out and about. So it's great for the physical exercise. But I think also what's been highlighted in COVID particularly as well is the benefits mentally for people getting out in nature.
Often with the young people we work with have had a lot of negative relationships in their life. And someone just being there, you know, each session and chatting to them can have an amazing impact in their life.
And I think they just like being part of something bigger, something, you know, within the community. So I think that's a big thing for library volunteers.
I've got a group of young people with SEND, and one of the things that they've said about volunteering is often with neurodiverse people, an interview is not a positive kind of thing for those people to prove themselves, and by coming to volunteer they often demonstrate straight away that they are really able to do a job. They might not be able to answer questions like this very well, but by actually going there and doing the work, and then that also gives them the confidence and the experience to talk about. So we really kind of encourage those people as well to work with groups like Flying High.
Really, we are as a service open to all. You know, from before birth, we have people registering at the library service up until, you know, end of life, and it's the same for volunteering, really, that we accept everyone from all backgrounds, all walks of life.
You've got to try and take that network to those people, say, look, it's accessible, you could use it. And I know, like the National Trails, for example, the World's Way, they try to be more accessible physically, so they try to remove stiles and replace them with gates or gaps, so that, you know, you could get trampers down there or wheelchairs, or there's people who perhaps can't traverse a stile. You know, that's the ideal.
I also really encourage people from all different kind of diversity backgrounds, from different kind of ethnicities, genders, you know, disabilities and everything, because that's the greatest education is meeting people and talking about things that's a real life person there, especially in more kind of isolated areas.
There are definitely people within society that we don't engage either as volunteers or as customers in the library service, and we're always trying to find ways to kind of connect with them.
I think my vision really is kind of for everybody to understand what a precious asset our countryside is, and I think that can be a great leveller in itself. I think it doesn't need to matter who you are, where you've come from, what race, religion, physical ability or whatever you have. I think respect for nature and an understanding of how precious it is to all of us and all of our well-beings is achievable.